YouTube, Pistons fans all around the land, everybody, what's going on? We are back with another show. Me, Deuce. We ready to talk some Pistons basketball, man. We have the topic of topics, the hottest topic right now, and it's just been a great awakening. To see this thing happening right in front of us, the growth happening right in front of us. Deuce, how you doing?
Sir. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Like you said, it's a lot of buzz going on right now in the city. A lot of buzz going around the NBA for one particular guy that happens to be on our basketball team for once. So it's a good time to be a basketball fan. Good time to be a Pistons fan. It's been a long time since we've had a player that's garnered this much attention in a very concentrated period of time. It happened really, really quick. So we're going to get to all that. But shout out to everybody who's here, man. Everybody in the chat. We see y'all. We're going to get to as many questions and comments as we can. But yeah, King, bro, how are you feeling about everything that you've seen so far? It's been a kind of a storm of media coverage.
It's rewarding. It's rewarding. You know what I'm saying? Even though Cade is the one that's put the work in and, he's who the topic is about.
Yeah.
Us, man, we've been, supporting, what I'm saying? We've been trying to tell people from day one, since he even got drafted here, what type of player he could be. And to see it actually happening right in front of us, man, it's rewarding. It's been very rewarding watching Cade.
For sure. So we have some clips that we're kind of going to go through together, just for anybody who hasn't seen any of the coverage or who hasn't seen most of the coverage or just missed something. These are just a few clips. It's not everything. It's impossible to catch everything, obviously. And that's a good thing. But we're going to go through a few things here and just take them one by one. And then, King, I can kind of get your reaction and I can kind of give you my reaction and your reaction. So let's start with the first one here. And this is all things that have happened in the previous, day or two, I would say. Yeah, so let's start with this first one here. This is Jeff Teague's podcast called Club 520, and they were talking about Cade and who they think he reminds them of.
It ain't even a question about is he all-star now. Is Cade Cunningham going to be all-NBA? Can he make 13 all-NBA with these type of numbers? 24-7 in Dame or 10?
Yeah, you ain't mad at it if he make 13.
He can make it. I've always been a fan of him. I like this game. I didn't think he was better than Trae Young. But when I watch him play, he got that Luka kind of thing. He uses his body well. He's not fast. He's strong. He's a big guard. Yeah, but he know how to create space and use his body, and he make the game look pretty easy. Like when I watch him play, it reminds me of like Joe Johnson and those dudes. It's like, man, it's super easy. Like he just bump you, lay up, bump you, step back.
I told you like 6'7".
He's like 6'6". That boy look like he's 6'8". That's probably no shoes.
And what's so crazy yesterday, bro? He was walking down really good defenders, bro. Like OG Anunoby was in front of him yesterday, and he didn't give a like. Excuse me.
He's big body guard, bro, with a lot of counters too. He nice, bro.
Yeah.
And listen, man, we talked about the Pistons last year. What they're doing so far, they 10 of their last 12. They did not have that type of a run at all last year. They won 21 games, way more than one last year.
If it wasn't Kenny Atkinson, if it wasn't Mosley, it would be JB Bickerstaff.
Most definitely, bro.
Yeah.
You go 500 with this team, bro.
Yeah.
Respect, bro.
Nah, hell yeah. I ain't got no smoke for the Pistons.
Supposed to be straight up the street, y'all.
So that was the first one. Interesting stuff there. Interesting stuff. Anything stand out to you? You have any reaction to
that? First and foremost, let's just say, man, by far one of my favorite podcasts. I watch every
shout out to them. Yeah, they're hilarious.
Hilarious, bro.
Shout out to DJ Wells, B-Han, all of them.
The greatest stories you will ever hear, man.
Yeah.
Jeff Teague don't like nobody. And to get a compliment like that from him is private, bro. He wants to smoke with everybody.
Even the referees. He was talking about Tony Brothers and how he was trying to be cool him at first, but he was talking about somebody who was in the stands that ended up being his mom. And he's like, that's my mom, bro. So like you said, he got smoke with everybody. Like so for him to say something like that, to your point, is a great sign. It's the kind of compliment you give to a player who could be the face of the league, possibly. Mm-hmm. So I want to show you guys. Go ahead.
Hold on. No. I was gonna say one of the other points though that caught me is what they said about JB Bickerstaff, which is absolutely
true.
Gotta be in the coach of the year conversation. Pistons make the playoffs. you take this team and flip it around that fast. Definitely got to have him in that top 3 conversation with
right.
Coach of the Year.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think you would have a legit shot of getting that if it wasn't for what's going on in Cleveland right now.
True.
I mean, those guys over there, and to be the coach that came from the place that JB just came from, I can see that being a narrative. I know the Mike Jackson, Dwayne Casey, all of it. Yeah, as far as building that foundation, for sure. I want to show you. First of all, shout out to you guys in the chat, man. Y'all are really active already. I see Elton. I wonder if we're getting Prime Deuce tonight. You know what? See, I got these right here just for you, bro.
Oh God.
Just for you. It's Cade season 2. Oh, we're gonna do this. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. What y'all think? All right, so let's get back to it. No, oh, that's something else. Okay, yeah. Y'all fooling. All right, so let me show you something else. This is something that me and King found pretty much this afternoon. It's a tweet from Law Murray of The Athletic. I think he's a journalist. Yeah. He said, Cade is the black Luka. Thought that was interesting. What are y'all thoughts on that? Let's look at the comments. Don't insult Cade. He's a great defender. He doesn't spend games flopping and whining the refs, and he doesn't turn his teammates into ball watchers. Is he as bad as just on defense? So everybody pretty much understands and respects the fact that Cade plays defense. You know what I'm saying? Everybody sees they've been watching him. They've been watching him and paying attention. For them to come out the gate saying that shows that he's going to have a reputation of being a two-way player, and that's something that we all want to see.
Yeah.
Eric, what's good, bro? What are your thoughts on that, bro? Is he indeed the black Luka?
I get, obviously, I get where you're coming from, but if it was flipped around, then probably be a little problematic. Maybe I just got PTSD of what happened at that time. But anyway,
yeah. And you can talk about it if you want. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, bro. What do you mean a black Luka, bro? Cade is Cade.
Yeah,
that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Luka is not the first player to play that style of basketball. Mm-hmm. So they need to get out of recent memory and stop living in today. You know what I'm saying? Cade is who he is. He plays both sides of the basketball, and he'll whoop Luka Doncic's ass. How about that?
I would tend to agree with you there. Yeah, for sure. Marvin, I see what you're trying to do here. I'm going to go Cade. Next question. Luke was yesterday's news. Cade has arrived. Yeah. So we pretty much feel the same way. Like let him be him. Let him be him. Who's going to be the next Cade is going to be the question that people are asking eventually.
Right.
Let's get to the next clip, bro. We got quite a few to get to just to make sure everybody's plugged in and what's going on with the crazy run. So let's see what else we got. The next one here. The Pistons have entered the chat.
Detroit basketball, 21 wins. It's night and day from last season. A year ago today, Detroit was 3-36, but Cade Cunningham and JB Bickerstaff have led the NBA's biggest surprise.
It's definitely fair to say.
This season, it's upon us. And last night was Detroit's 10th win in their last 12 games. Third best record in the NBA in that span, only behind the Thunder and the Cavaliers. How real are the Detroit Pistons?
Very impressive. When was the last time Detroit had an all-star? Blake Griffin, 2019. I think that streak is coming to an end. I think Cade Cunningham is going to get it done. He is playing great. He had another great game last night. And Malik Beasley, who hit that big shot in the corner. Awesome addition to stretch the floor. They needed veterans. They needed shooting. He is doing both on that team. The Pistons have $14 million in salary cap space. And everybody in the league, including the Pistons themselves, thought they would use that space. Now I'm not so sure that's going to be the case. They're only a half game out of the sixth. Their thought process is morphing a little bit. They may be a little bit more protective of that space. They actually have the ability to improve this roster if they want. They still have a long way to go, but the Pistons have entered the chat in this NBA season.
Tim Hardaway Jr. has a very high care factor. Right. Why cares? Like, I'd love to see a young team finally get some veterans that know how to play the game, that know how to get wins. Yeah. And you have a guy like Cade Cunningham in year 4 finally making that leap. We all expected this when he was the number 1 overall pick.
JB Bickerstaff doing a fantastic job. It's really fun to watch.
Isn't it just nice to just see the respect starting to return?
Man, it's always nice. I do cringe every time one of them yell Detroit basketball like they, with us.
Who is they? Who is they?
Just media.
Oh,
period,
okay. Just make sure you were talking about me.
Yeah, they don't know what it's like, but
they don't.
No, the last comment was what I respected the most. JB Bickerstaff needs all the credit.
Yep.
Because I love Beasley. Beasley provides everything you need. We've had veterans here that can shoot the basketball. I'm not going to slight Boyan. He could shoot the hell out the basketball.
Mm-hmm.
The problem was the camaraderie, the type of player, but most of all, the coaching.
Yeah.
The coaching, bro. Bickerstaff, I don't want to slight him at all. At all. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? You brung in guys that glue and they fit together. That's one of the key components. That's one of the most important components. But at the end of the day, coaching is coaching.
Yeah.
And he got these guys, man, believing, they playing, they're a brotherhood. They're a complete brotherhood, man. The biggest issue we had last year was we had a dead body at head coach. It's totally different, you know what I'm saying? And you're seeing the results of that. So he's allowing them to be themselves and play free out there and make mistakes, like I mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
That's big time. You know what I'm saying? He developed that. We just talked about Cleveland. He built that house over there.
Absolutely.
Whether they threw him out of it or not. So Bickerstaff, man, all the credit in the world to Bickerstaff, and definitely got to give the Pistons credit for going to get the right type of veterans to fit in.
Exactly. No, 100%. And I think evidence of what you just said about Coach and just the fact that he's been able to kind of accelerate this process and expedite this process, this growth process, just look at how they're changing their stance.
Yeah.
When it comes to what they're going to do with that cap space. It's almost like it's been a back and forth thing. First was, they may use it. They may use that $14 million to bring a vet or two in, but now it's just like, we might hold on to this because these guys are already showing progression that we might not have to use that cap space right now at all. So I think even they're seeing, wow, we thought we would get here, but a little early. You know what I mean? So yeah,
it's organic growth.
Exactly.
That's the thing, is organic growth. It's not something you made a trade and then all of a sudden this happens. When you have organic growth, man, you can take your time.
Absolutely.
And sprinkle in whatever you want to sprinkle in. So, like I said, what the Pistons got is special. This is definitely special. And we at the beginning.
Yeah. I hope Pistons fans or anybody who wasn't around for 2004, I hope you're enjoying this because this is how it felt around 2002, 2001. When the team was showing that steady growth, but making strides a lot quicker than you thought they would. And then things just started to happen, and it happened really quickly. So I hope you guys are enjoying this period because it's been a long time since we've had a team playing this well with a bright future ahead. Not a situation where we have a Blake Griffin who has already peaked and is starting to decline. We were a solid team, but we knew the future was not certain. So this is the first time we've been in a situation like this where from the ground up, we're building the right way. And it feels good to be winning along the way. Let's get to the next clip, bro. So this one, this was, okay, I'm actually going to, let's do it. Let's do it. I'll say this for last. Let's go to this one. Cade 100% should be an all-star.
Are these all-star worthy numbers? Take a look, blind resume. Around 25 points, almost 10 assists, 7 triple-doubles. And the team, Vince, you know who it is? Yeah. Who do you think it is? Cade Cunningham. And do you think this is all-star worthy?
Detroit basketball!
I'm going to say yes, but Charles McKinney going to say no because his team's not winning.
But they're 21 and 19. I think Detroit has exceeded it. 21 and 19 is a winning record.
I'm not saying it's not a winning.
I didn't mean to get that upset. I'm sorry.
Cade 100% should be an all-star. He just had 17 assists the other night. This team lost 28 consecutive games during last season.
So that's what I was saying. They won 14 games all last year.
I said yes.
They have 21 already.
I said Chuck and Kenny not going to vote him. I said I would vote him.
Yeah. We'll see you there, Cade.
Man, Shaq is such cap, bro.
Yeah, he don't pay. None of them pay attention to
bro. He ain't watched the Pistons game all year, probably including the Knicks game. He hasn't. He said he can't. He said they wouldn't give it to him. First, he was going to say him, but then he said they. Who were they talking about? Chuck and all the other guys, Chuck and Kitty, basically saying that they would be the ones. Come on, bro. But you just see that he said they weren't winning.
Mm-hmm.
We are one of the hottest teams right now. So that just shows me that he hasn't really been hip at all to what's been going on this side of the fence.
Man,
thoughts on that?
The only thing they get is a piece of paper in front of them. That's what they read when they up there on that TV
Facts.
screen. They don't watch ball at all, bro.
Nah.
You know, so I mean, it is.
Nah.
I expect them to say goofy stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, like I said, as far as media goes, I think Cade's gonna get a lot of votes. You know, just we're showing some things right now, but it's a lot on social media as far as tweets and posts about Cade. You just can't deny him.
Yeah.
You cannot deny him, bro. It's you cannot sit here and look me in my face and tell me that Trae Young is playing better basketball than Cade Cunningham, bro.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So it's that type of situation.
You see that crash out over that?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Yeah. Insane, bro. I haven't even watched it yet. I might not even watch it at all. But you're right. You're 100% correct, bro. I want to say this too, really quickly before we get to the next one, is just the fact that because there's two ways you could feel about all this media coverage and this narrative push for him right now. There's two ways. You could either be extremely happy for him that he's finally getting his due, his just due, or you could be extremely irritated because you know that these are bandwagoners who have not been here from the beginning, who are acting like they've been here the whole time, right? Because you see it all the time. Everywhere you turn. You just saw an example, and I love Shaq, but come on, bro. You you wouldn't have a Pistons conversation if you weren't, you know, given a nudge to. So that's the thing for me. And for me personally, I kind of go the route of just being happy about it at this point, because going forward, he's not going to need this much of a push to get recognition. So it's starting now, and the momentum is he's gotten over the hump as far as getting that push to get that consistent respect and coverage. This is the push he needed to get there. So even though, and somebody asked a question earlier about will he get a starting spot over LaMelo or Donovan Mitchell, and the answer is no, not as a starter, because the fan base is just getting hip to him on a national level because of the media push, because we're winning. So even though we'll help him this year, going down the line, 2026 and 7, he's going to have enough recognition to get those votes from those casual voters who don't watch every game, because they'll remember this process. They'll remember all this coverage. So that's why I just take the happy route and don't worry about the other stuff, because it's like, this is what he needed. Mm-hmm. We've always said he didn't get the credit he deserved. This is the process of it happening now, and it's going to maintain and sustain as long as the Pistons are respectable.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I said, it's a lot of clowns out there.
Yes,
shout out to everybody in the comments, man. Y'all are super.
I'm trying to keep up with y'all, man. Yeah,
and shout out to you, Pops. I see you in the comments.
Shout out, Pops.
Had to bring up that coaching. Just have to, man, because we get lost into what the players are doing on the court and not realizing who's pulling the strings and orchestrating things. Make sure that these guys are professional and everything else. Like I said, then with the players we add, you add a swag to this team. Mm-hmm. Add Beasley, you add Tim Hardaway Jr., you add a different type of swag to this team, man. Yep. It's a confidence. It's just this. That's a classic Pistons team. Our confidence was crazy. You know what I'm saying? We didn't care who we played against. That's what you're seeing with this young team already this season. So the rest of the season gonna be a ride, man.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to everybody who is Hendo. Shout out. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. This is gonna be a very fun process. I'm at this point, I'm just gonna kind of sit back and enjoy it and let it just kind of happen. Let's get to the next clip. This one was interesting as well. Let's see. Here we go. This is actually Coach, who you just spoke on, talking about Cade. Yeah. He said, I'm hard-pressed to find a guard in all the NBA that's playing better than Cade. Not the Eastern Conference, not our division. He said all the NBA. And following that,
obviously it's hard to control the fan vote because some of it does come down to popularity, but there's no doubt about it. I'm hard pressed to find a guard in all the NBA, that's playing better than Cade. There's a lot of guys out there that are playing well. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking anybody, but, it's hard for me to find somebody who's playing better than Cade is all around. Like, we asked Cade to guard the other team's best perimeter players. Like the other night, he was guarding Jalen Brunson. He doesn't get off nights on either end of the floor. and still has to carry that burden for us and go out and get it done on the offensive end and close out games in the fourth quarters, rebounding at a high level, assisting at a high level. So it's just difficult for me to find anybody out there that's playing better than Cade right
100%, bro. And when your coach talk, and hold it down like that for you, man, it's bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
you see why they love playing for him.
He's right though. He's going up against. We're watching him night by night go up against all of these guards that someone may say is better than him,
right? And beating them,
performing them,
right?
You know what I'm saying? He's outperforming them. So how could you even argue with that statement?
Yeah.
You know, we talk about from Brunson, Anthony Edwards, went toe to toe with Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Great point.
He's playing with a different chip now, bro. Like whenever I see him like hit the back of the actual rim and he's hitting his head on the platform or he's hitting his head on the ball, it's like, okay, he's activated. Because whenever he seems to do that, he seems to really kind of take it to another level. So that's what I'm looking for going forward. That's a little side note. But 100%, bro. You just see why these guys want to play for him.
Yeah.
He gets behind his guys, bro, and he supports them. He goes to bat for them. You don't see him blaming players. You know, he's always going after the refs. And that saves you a lot of energy when you ain't got to be barking all game, mental and physical. It saves you a lot of energy throughout the game. So for him to just have that mindset, it makes sense why they play so hard for him. Even when you see they listen to him when he pulls them aside, they're not just count down the seconds till he stops talking so they can walk away.
Yeah,
like they're actually engaged. They're engaged. They want to hear what he has to say. They feel they can learn from him. So it's really exciting to see that chemistry and camaraderie that they have already, bro. It's crazy how quickly it happened.
Hey, listen, the way that this team is heading, like I said, it's bringing up them old feelings. They don't need anybody to pass them the baton. They took it. They're taking the baton from somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's man. I don't even know what else to say, man.
But let's go to the next one. I think we have about 2 or 3 more that we can get you guys caught up on. Let's see. So now we have. This was just today. I have one more. This is Cade today on NBA on ESPN with Malika Andrews. I have one more games this year than I have probably in every other season. And I think he's right because it was a 17, 14, and I think the year before the 17, it was what, 20? 20, and it was he may be right, but he's close and he would know. So following that, he said,
It seems like you guys are enjoying yourselves. You're having fun. You're laughing. We see you in the hallways of MSG afterwards. How do you describe the chemistry in this locker room?
We got some great vets to come in this year. The energy's just been different. Having guys with experience that know how to win games come help the young core that we already had. I was just trying to figure it out. It's been a lot of fun. I think we just had a natural blend and natural, chemistry between each other, and it's showing on the court more and more as we get to play together.
Is this the most fun you've ever had in a season in the NBA?
By far. I mean, it's just probably, I've won more games this year than I have probably every other season I've played already. We're halfway through the year.
That's what I mean. It just looks it. I imagine that once you know what the bottom feels like it just gives you more appreciation for this fun that you're having right now. And by the way, we're talking about All-Star for you at this point. Do you happen to know the last time Detroit had an All-Star?
No, when?
It seems like you guys are enjoying it.
Man, great statement. Great statement by her at the end of that. And it's the truth. The greatest basketball player of all time said the same thing. You got to learn how to lose before you start winning.
Bro, I never said that. We're not doing that. But yeah, you're right. I agree with that statement. I do agree with that statement. He told Shaq that. He told a few guys that. You're right. After he beat them. That's one thing Shaq always said. That's the lesson he learned from MJ. And that was because I believe the Bulls beat them pretty good in 96 when they played them, when they swept them.
Yeah.
So 100%.
They took all the food from this team, all of it. So now you got a bunch of hungry dogs. That's what you're seeing right now. You know what I'm saying? They're appreciating it right now.
100%.
Yeah, that's where the hunger, that's where the dog comes from. So, like I said, when you starting after a season like last season, man, you appreciate every single game that you win, every moment that y'all out there fighting for each other. It's just different.
Absolutely. It's different. And for him to be this far ahead this season compared to last season, 41 games in, he's excited.
Yeah.
You can see he's like, let's see how, because this is what he's always wanted. This is what he's used to. You know, he's used to winning. He's used to, you know, deep tournament runs or deep play. That's what he expects from himself and from his team. Yeah. So he wants to push this thing as far as they possibly can, because I think when you come in a losing situation, it just makes you appreciate the winning seasons that much more, because you don't know how many you're going to get. So I think that's what he's really thinking about right now and trying to seize the moment as much as possible. But he's locked in, man. And it's fun just seeing him handle all this attention with grace. And, you know, he's handling himself very well. You know what I'm saying? He's very, very mature. Even with we're going to see just how in a little bit down the line, but we got one more, or is that it? Okay. So there's one more that we wanted to show you. And here is the preview for that. I'm not sure if you guys ever heard of Funny Marco, but what do you call him? A comedian? Is he a comedian?
He's a comedian.
Pretty funny dude. So Cade walked out in the middle of an interview with him.
You all good on your questions?
I ain't even started.
What's your question?
Just waiting on you.
Oh, well.
Hey, hold on, I'm trying to talk to you.
Appreciate y'all.
Okay, well, yo. All right, so as you see, you just walked up on me. And like I said, the interview has not started. I don't know what I did to him. That's my favorite player. He walked up on me. So I don't know if you guys look up to him. I don't know if you should.
I don't know if you should. Hey, he is pretty funny, bro. I just got hip to him like a few months ago. I didn't know who he was previously, but yeah, he's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, interviews is the best, man.
Yeah. Did you want to check that interview out?
Yeah, let's go ahead and check it out, man. Because like I said, it's just always great content with Marco.
Because I see a bunch of people in the comments talking about it. So we're gonna go ahead and pull it up. Just give me a second. Let's get to some of these comments. Let's see what we got over here. I do NBA champion. Oh, for sure. Wallace. I keep hearing this Ingram talk. Do you think
it's never gonna stop?
Bro, I don't. Y'all know how I feel about it. I like Brandon Ingram, but not for this team. Not for this team. Especially not now. The way we're playing, I just don't think that's a good idea. What are your thoughts?
I got like the Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes type of mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like when he comes in here, does he just want to put up buckets, or is he gonna fit in with the team, the makeup of the team? You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it right now. You know, obviously the injury issues is an issue for me. I always say things get worse before they get better.
Mm-hmm.
Players don't come to Detroit and just automatically stay healthy. That's not how it works. Those are all my red flags. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
No, I think I'll have to agree with you, bro. I think, it's just like this really is a if it ain't broke, don't fix it moment for me. You know, we got so many young guys who are just figuring it out along the way. It's pretty scary. Okay, so let's get to this real quick. I keep seeing this in the comments. So you guys asked for it, so we're going to give it to you. So this is the full, it's like 9 minutes long, and we'll watch it until you guys don't want to anymore.
What did you do, brother?
What's up, brother?
Nice to meet you. You're here with the one and only. That's what you're supposed to say. Like,
Cade Cunningham.
Where are you born and raised?
From Arlington, Texas.
And what did you do before you started playing ball?
I was just being a kid.
Job. What's the job you work at?
I never worked a job.
You didn't have to.
I'm one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about what you did when you scored. How many points was that?
Which game?
Yeah. You know what just happened. Word around town, people speaking on it.
We won. We won by about 15.
And you scored what? 40 points?
Yeah.
So you're a ball hog.
Nah.
How'd you do that?
I made my shots. My teammates got me the ball.
But why not pass it?
I passed the ball.
No, because if I'm on the team and you score 40 points,
You not happy?
I'm not.
You wouldn't be happy for me having 40?
You wouldn't be happy me, my wife and kids watching the game and you just shooting every damn ball?
I mean, we all want to win.
Oh, it ain't about that sometimes.
I mean, I want your wife and kids to be happy and
Then pass the ball. Can you get 40 assists?
Oh, that's never been done.
Can you do that for us?
I'll try. That's all I can do is go out there and try.
Let's say right now, if you could bring anybody on your team right now that's in the league, who would it be?
I love my team, bro. I like my team.
I'm just saying, I didn't say nobody has to lead.
I think my team has had my back for real.
Not after scoring 40 and not passing the ball, I'm not helping you.
Bro, I passed the ball, man.
Now, on the 40 game, if I was on your team and I seen that, I just sit back and I'm like, yeah.
So you're not okay with your teammates getting 40?
I feel like you should split it down.
I had some assists too, though.
We here.
I just wanted to tell you, he leads his team in assists.
What'd you say?
He leads his.
You don't like that?
What?
What you just heard.
Why are you telling me he leads the team in assists?
You don't like that. You don't like that.
They draft you to shoot, not to pass. Now what?
Nah,
now I'm that guy. I'm that guy.
Nah, you that guy now.
No, I'm that guy. You need to do more of that thing.
You ain't gonna make everybody happy, bro.
No, I'm just saying. But again, if you can score 40 points, do it tomorrow and do it after that. Keep doing it. Hell, score 160. Could you play football?
Could I? Yeah.
If you can go play for a team, who would it be?
Cowboy or the Lions.
Cowboys need you. What position would you take? Who spot do you feel like you would take?
I play quarterback.
Oh, wow. So you're better than that, right?
Yeah, he's showing the whole time.
You're better than him.
Not right now, but
Oh, you said it.
2-3 months working.
Yeah.
I always hear them talking like they can come on this NBA court, but I think I'll get on that field.
How long have you been trying to look like J. Cole?
So, for a minute now.
Doing pretty good, brother.
You funny.
Like, who do you listen to before games come on?
I listen to Youngboy.
Oh, you're ready to fight.
Try to get in that mode.
Yeah, how you do? Yeah. It's crazy. So what is for fun? Let's take this away. What is the fun? Like, what is you?
Okay, Cunningham. What you mean by that?
What are you like? What else? Besides that, who are you?
Basketball player from Arlington, Texas.
This gonna let me know who you are. You got Toy Story or Lion King. You gotta get rid of one. What is it gonna be?
Lion King. I'm rocking with Toy Story, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That is, because you're already a Lion King, huh? You wanna get rid of it.
I mean,
do you lie?
Do I lie?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And let us know, when is a good reason to lie?
I lie whenever it's somebody, the truth won't help them.
I lie all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
What makes you lie?
I mean, you are my favorite player.
I believe that.
Yeah. Definitely are, man.
Thanks.
Swear to God, every jersey.
You swear to God on that.
What's the next jersey number?
I wear number 2.
What's the next one?
Hopefully number 2.
What's number 2? Is there a story behind it?
It's dear to my heart.
Let's say if somebody get drafted next year and they come on Detroit and they really need that number, are you gonna give it to them?
No.
So me, I get drafted. I need number 2. Number 2 is
no chance.
I'm a side guy. I'm just used to coming number 2 to everything I get.
I'll probably pick your number for you.
No. I'm telling you, I get drafted.
You seem like a.
No. I get drafted and I need number
67.
Yeah, listen. A 67. I'm not a square.
If we doing well, would you like stand up on the bench and like cheer for your team? I feel like you'll be over there mad. Like you don't get up for the team.
What are you trying to say?
Like you over there.
What you trying to say?
I don't know. That's just what like from hearing what you're saying.
Like sound like a hater.
What I'm gathering.
Sound like a hater.
Sound like a hater.
On your guys a little bit.
No. I used to play tennis.
That makes sense, bro.
Not cheer.
That makes sense. You seem like an individual sport.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, and I played basketball before. You know, in middle school. Yeah. I didn't get to start.
What position you played?
I didn't even get one.
67.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That makes sense.
McDonald's or Subway?
I don't eat neither one, but I'll get some McDonald's fries, maybe.
We need to get you an endorsement deal with McDonald's.
Pick that up for me, bro.
Which camera is that? Which one he need to look in?
I think this one
right here. All right. Can you just let McDonald's?
McDonald's. Let's partner up, man. Let's get something done.
That's it?
Marco said so.
So then what about Burger King? What about Burger King watching this?
I don't think me and Burger King really align.
All right, so look, I'm going to switch it up. So look, if you can bring any player back that's retired, who would you be good with?
So, put me with Shaq.
Well, I knew you was going to say that.
Dirk was my favorite player.
Dirk and Da Vinci.
Yeah,
that guy. And I feel like you gained a lot of my respect when you said Kansas City Chiefs are better than Detroit Lions. And I appreciate you for saying that. And that's when That's when we actually, I'm like, this is the guy right here. This guy's really cool when he said that.
You lying, bro.
No, I'm not lying.
Lying's not good, bro.
You can't believe a liar. You already said you lied, so anything you say is gonna be hard to believe.
Anybody
You
that
said
knows
Patrick Mahomes. You
me
said
or knows you knows that's
no, but you said Patrick Mahomes is a good player. You said
he's a great player,
right? And you said yeah, he's a good guy. You was like he remind me of myself. What you said? You said yeah. You said exactly. You said yeah from Texas. See, this is shit you said.
I'm saying this now, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't say that.
Kansas City Chiefs. I don't like them over the line.
Man, I get it now because this won't make the episode though. Trust me, I'm a good guy. I'm not a liar.
No, you seem like a good guy, bro.
Yeah,
so,
that's where you subject.
Good heart, bro.
Subject, yeah.
Good heart, man.
That's good, man. That's good. What is your favorite team in the NBA?
The Pistons.
What is your favorite team in the NBA?
I think that it would probably have to be the Detroit Pistons.
What you got against the Wizards?
They play against the Detroit Pistons, bro.
So as a player, when you're on the team, if you're playing for the team, should it be your favorite team?
I hope so. You a Chiefs fan, right?
Yeah. But if I go play for another team.
Why are you a Chiefs fan?
I'm from Kansas City, that's it.
It makes sense, huh?
Right. So that means your favorite team is Dallas.
It was growing up. Is that what you wanted to know? Who was my favorite team growing up?
No.
That's not what you were asking.
No, I didn't ask that.
You didn't get that answer.
You're really good at this, man. You don't really get fouled a lot. Calls don't get called on you.
I don't get no calls, bro.
But you're not a foul type of guy. You're fair. You go out and you just play ball.
Try to.
And I respect you for that.
I appreciate that, dog, for real.
If there's anything that you can give me, if I want to join the league, tell me what should I do?
I think you should start by working on your ball handling.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say you're quick?
No.
You probably gonna have to get strong, man.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say you're strong?
No.
You got a good jumper?
No, I can't do that. I'm just a rebounder.
It ain't gonna work, bro. No shot.
Anybody told you like Steph Curry?
I mean, I heard that a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't look like Steph, though.
Yeah, you do.
I don't think so.
I look better than you.
What?
On that note, I want you guys to know I'm sitting here with the one and only Cade.
Appreciate you.
The best, man. Gonna go down in history.
That's the plan, bro. You as well.
I'm already history.
There you go.
I'm that guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
He doesn't believe me, man.
Yes, sir. No, I'm with you, man.
No.
I'm with you.
Just give us, 70 more 40-point games.
70 more. For sure.
Goddamn.
You all good on your questions?
I ain't even started.
All right. What's your question?
Just waiting on you.
Oh, well.
Hey, hold on. I'm trying to talk to you.
Appreciate y'all.
Okay. Well, yo.
No, this is hilarious.
All right. So as you see, he just walked up on me. And like I said, the interview has not started. I don't know what I did to him. This is my favorite player. He walked up on me. So I don't know if you guys look up to him. I don't know if you should.
So
I want the world to know that everybody is just out there wondering and trying to figure out if you could go fishing. Just go fishing. You about to leave for real?
Yeah, it's all right.
No, we had 3 more hours.
3 more hours?
Yeah. Yeah, we really leaving. This is what my dad did to me. He walked out on me. Yeah.
He said,
you gonna come back? That's what he said too. Yeah. Wow, that's the same thing my dad said, man. I'll just be here waiting on you.
Full stupid, man.
Dog, that had me screaming, bro.
Oh, man.
That had me screaming. Nah, the way, so, Mr. My City, bro, I saw your comment earlier. The way Cade looked at the camera when he said, I never said I like Kansas City. Like, he took a second to let the world know, like, I didn't say that. Like, make sure y'all catch that. That was funny. The whole thing was hilarious, though. Entertainment, but yeah, he's got the charisma. You know what I'm saying? He's got face of the league type vibes. You know what I'm saying? He's very well balanced, well balanced, man. You know what I'm saying? So I think he would be something that I could really at least see that happening for sure.
All NBA Cade, man. We just need at least about 70 more than 40-point games. We good.
70 though. 70 though.
70 of them. 70, bro.
So yeah, man. We all are really happy to see this. He deserves everything he's getting right now. Like I said, he's handling himself with class, representing Pistons the right way, showing that he wants to be here. You know what I'm saying? It's genuine. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it. Any final thoughts on the fact that he is arriving on the main stage now in the national media world and the world in general?
Only thing on my mind is all NBA.
Yeah.
That's the only thing on my mind, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, I was just saying. I say all the time, man. These right. My expectations for Cade is high, and what he's doing right now, I always knew he would do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just at the right time and the right moment with the right team. Man, they catch a fire. It's perfect. Yeah. And I still think he got another gear.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's one thing I like that Rashad McCann said, because he said that, like, once I heard today, he said Cade is starting to figure out defensive schemes and how teams are guarding him. He said once he gets enough reps with these different teams playing against him and dissecting and understand the defenses, understand how they play, that's when he's really going to get to that next gear. And I think that's the gear you're talking about. So he definitely is just kind of getting his feet wet, scratching the surface as far as diving into the talent and the ability that he really can tap into.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we're going to see in the coming years.
Yeah, man. You know, like I said, I'm glad he's at the point he is now, because the other parts of our core, the other guys in our core, when Ivy returns, Duran, like I said, is slowly but surely starting to play better and better. Sar, you know what I'm saying? These guys, they're all in the benefit of it, man. Those 17 assists, those guys are a part of it too. Isaiah Stewart just being a force off the bench, him and Beasley, you know what I'm saying? So every part is important right now for the Pistons. That's why, you know, I mentioned in a previous video, you got to be very careful on how you add to this team. You got to be careful, because you don't want to mess with the chemistry. You got to be very careful how you add and who you add to this team.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Could you see him as an Olympics and Team USA starter? Wouldn't that be crazy to see that? Talk about redemption. Redemption.
Yeah, it would be redemption. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but at the same time, still something I expected to see.
Oh,
you know
yeah, for sure.
So,
for sure.
I mean, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's definitely coming. You think about the history of these USA teams, and especially the type of coaches that they pick to run these teams. Cade's the perfect player for it.
He's
the perfect player for
That's
it.
what I was saying earlier. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I can see that happening real soon.
Yeah, I could too, man. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah.
So let's get to the next topic, bro, because we had a few things we wanted to cover and we want to be here all night. As far as the playoff picture, I believe the Pistons are 9-2 in their last 11, just straight balling. So I kind of wanted to pull up. I did this a few days ago, but I wanted to pull it up with you here to kind of get your take on just what you think could happen in the back half of the season as far as with the Pistons in their current record. So we have the Pistons, as of right now, 21-19, 40 games in, less than the midway mark of the season. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But this right here, I used to always come over to the last 10 and look at this. So to see this number like this, it's been a long time since I've seen this like this.
Yeah.
You know, at best it will be 6-4, 5-5, maybe a 7-3 every 1 or 2 months, maybe. But it would never be like this. So your thoughts on where you think the Pistons could land by season's end?
Fifth seed.
Fifth seed. Okay. Elaborate for me.
Reason being, Miami's imploding over there. Indiana Pacers, don't believe him with that sucky point guard they got over there. The Milwaukee Bucks cannot stay healthy. They have a terrible coach. They're going to win games simply because of Giannis, but they can't stay healthy.
If they can't stay healthy, yeah.
It's always something over there with them dudes. You know what I'm saying? The Pistons are on the heater right now. I think they're going to stay on the heater. You know, we might lose a game or two at the most, but I think it's just going to be a consistent rolling of wins starting to stack when you look at the schedule, when you look at the actual basketball schedule for the second half of the season. A lot of winnable games on there for the Pistons. So I think they can creep as high as the 5th seed. That's where I have them.
5. Okay. I'm not mad at that, bro. I mean, I could definitely see that. I was looking at the 6th spot because I have been watching Indiana the last week or so, and I saw them beat up on Cleveland. And I know it's a regular season game, but they are improving. Indiana is getting, as much as I hate to say it, It's annoying, but they are getting better. I have been watching them. They're not. I think in the 7-game series we would beat them if it ever came to that. It probably wouldn't, but if it came to that, but I do have my eye on them because as of late they really have been playing a lot better. But to your point, I do think I have them at the 6th seed because I definitely have us passing Miami in the next week, tops, because we're only percentage points behind them already. So right. I could see us catching. I think we play Indiana. What is it next? Is it this coming week? We play Indiana, I believe.
I believe so.
Yeah. So I think we're going to win that game.
Yeah, we're going to stomp them.
I think we're going to. I think we're going to hit them in the mouth and not look back. So I could see us overtaking them in the next couple of weeks. Maybe leaving us in lag because what are they? They're only a game up on us, half a game. So yeah, we could take them. Wow, yeah. So yeah, you know what? I'm with you. I think I'll say 6 though. I'll say 6. I do think that it's going to take a little bit longer to overtake Milwaukee because they are getting healthier. Middleton just came back not too long ago, and he's trying to catch a rhythm. So I could see them trying to catch a stride too, hit a stride too. But I do think we could catch them. I'm gonna say 6 though. I'm a rumble AB. Ashton been talking about. I'm gonna say 6.
Yeah. I'm a 5th man.
You a 5th man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Yeah. So yeah, what do you guys thoughts on this? What do you guys thoughts on where the Pistons could land? Because Marvin said Indy Friday. Indy Friday or tomorrow. We play them tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Daryl says I got the Pistons 4 seed. Yeah, I guess it's tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a fun game. Did you see Ben Mathurin last game? Anybody see that? Ben Mathurin got ejected for bumping into one of the referees, female referees. Got teed up once and walked up on her, got in her face, or walked up behind her, yelling at her, bumped her, teed up again, tossed out of the game. One of his team, I forgot which teammate it was, came over and tried to get in front of him. He pushed his teammate away. Just wasn't a good look. Wasn't a good look.
No, it was a great look.
For us, yes, it was. For him personally, it was not. But yeah, 100%. Like, it just shows, once again, somebody mentioned it earlier. Troy Weaver made that pick. A lot of people were saying they wanted Mathurin. But you got to look at it on the court and off the court. I think in both instances, we got the better player. We got the better person. Person.
I want to say this because it's been bothering me. It's been bothering me, man. Let's pull down the schedule right quick. Pull down the schedule.
Gotcha.
Troy Weaver.
Yes.
Right. I still give Troy Weaver credit. I still give him credit because I feel like Bickerstaff is the type of coach that Troy Weaver was going after.
Mm-hmm.
I truly do.
Good point.
Know that, not believe it. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
He was going after that type of coach. He knew what we needed.
Yep.
But when you have an owner like you have, that overpowers everything you do, want to be Jerry Jones, it's a little bit different.
That's a very good point, bro.
Because the players that we love right now were his picks.
Right. Yeah. So, we could easily have Mathurin on this team. And I'm not trying to throw shade, but
or Green.
Or Green. We could have Green and Mathurin, just looking at it in a different world, right? But yeah, it just shows that, he what he always talk about, not just getting the right basketball players, but getting the right people. Look at the backcourt that we have as people. No issues whatsoever from either one of those guys off the court or on the court at this point. So you got to give him credit. And even with Asar, the person and the play, you see the potential. So those are all of his guys that he drafted. You could say, K was an easy pick at 1. Okay, cool. But the next 2 picks are at 5. We dropped when we were not supposed to either time in the lottery. Made the right picks. So he deserves that. He deserves that credit. Absolutely. Good point, bro. That's a really good point. Anything else on that?
No.
So let's get to the next thing, bro. And I want to get you guys' thoughts on this too. Biggest needs for the Pistons. It seems like we really don't know for sure what the Pistons are going to do as far as with that cap space. We've heard different things. So what do you think the Pistons could potentially do knowing that their plans are kind of shifting back and forth a little bit as far as what they're going to, understandably so, as far as what they're going to do with that situation.
They put in for an exception for Ivy's injury. That was put in. I seen that on the Pistons PR.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We have some cap space. We're definitely going to be buyers. That report, I truly believe that. I don't think we're going to pull the trigger unless it's someone that's at the right price, obviously.
Yeah.
But who fits with the roster?
Right.
That's just what it is. I don't think it's just going to be some of the names that I've been seeing out there. You know, it's been more than just Brandon Ingram. Some of the names out there, I don't think it's going to be that. It has to be the right player, right situation for the right price.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Langdon's going to go with it.
Right.
And I'm here for it. I'm here for it because this is the building season.
Right. Absolutely.
So I'm here for it. No need to rush.
You guys are in the same boat that I'm in. Ryan, who was Hendo, all you guys who said backup point guard, I feel the exact same way. Because as well as Cade is playing right now, we don't want to run him into the ground. We don't want to overplay him. And right now, he's really the only pure point we have on this team with Jaden not being available. That's a problem. That's a problem.
That is a problem.
Now you see how important Jaden is. Not you, but you guys see how important Jaden is to this team. Because there is no sliding. There is no staggering. There's no sliding Jaden to the one now and letting him do his thing while Cade rests for as long as he needs to. So he either has to play more or we have to go with Sasser, who's learning, or we got to do it by committee with Beasley and THJ and Tobias, all trying to collectively, run the offense. So that's what I think the biggest need is at backup point guard. I think just to give him some rest that he will need.
Somebody that can come run the offense and keep everybody in the flow.
Mm-hmm.
And play some defense.
Right.
We need a Killian Hayes type player.
You know what's crazy? How do you think he would look with this kind of team?
He would
fit
with
this team.
He would fit with this team.
With better shooters.
But
you know what I'm saying? Like,
if any coach I would want it to get his hands on him, it would be Bickerstaff.
Yeah.
You know what he does with backcourts, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it would be Bickerstaff. But actually what he provides is what we actually need. Plus we still need some scoring though. So that's just what it is.
What do you think about Lonzo?
Lonzo is a walking disaster. Players like Lonzo, Ben Simmons, all these type of guys, keep them far away from
injuries.
Yes, you don't know if they're gonna play.
Yeah, Bi, we just talked about him.
I want assured players, bro. I don't want no question marks over here. We done with question marks.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
I would rather watch Corey Joseph. I'm not even joking, bro.
No, I know, because I think he would be all right here too with the backup players, with our backups, with our bench guys, and that's who was that? Illis Pillis? Yeah, that's who. I think Eric. Shout out to Eric Vincent. Mm-hmm. I think he actually mentioned that was one of the options that he would really love. I was saying CJ McCollum. But I would love just as much, if not more, Marcus Smart, because he fits. He fits our style of play. He's going to bring that dog mentality. He's going to make those effort plays that so many guys on his team make, right? Imagine him with Ron Holland in Asar, coming off and Stu off the bench. Good luck scoring.
Why is this crazy? Why is that a crazy statement? I kind of feel like you might be a young guy. Ben Simmons used to be a perennial all-star.
He used to be a monster.
That? So, like I said, this is why I say all the time, living in the now, in the moment.
Yeah.
He used to be a monster.
Bro, Ben Simmons at his peak is way better than Lonzo Ball at his peak in the NBA. Not even close.
So mentioning Lonzo's name in his name.
You got it.
Yeah,
you got it backwards.
You got to reverse that.
Yes, that's a fact. He has fallen off a cliff, but that didn't happen. That wasn't something that just that was a long time ago. That was a while ago.
Now
people forget.
He won't shoot now. Get out
won't
of
shoot
now.
Yeah. I agree. How do you feel about Peyton Pritchard? They're not letting go of him. I don't think Boston didn't let him go.
Nah.
But honestly, I think we have
I done seen him save them too many games. Nah.
I think we have a guy on that team who's similar to Peyton Pritchard, a bucket off the bench. Marcus Sasser. I think he is a Peyton Pritchard type of player. I don't think he's at Pritchard's level yet, or maybe he just doesn't have enough reps yet or hasn't given enough opportunity, but I think he can be that kind of guy.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because I listened very well when I was watching those clips and them in the locker room and Tim Hardaway Jr. gave him that belt. He was saying the team was on Sasser's ass that had the entire first half.
Yeah.
And I can bet any amount of money they were saying to Sasser the same thing
you've been saying
week after week after week.
Yeah.
Sasser, shoot the ball.
You've been saying that for a minute, bro. You've been saying that for as long as I've been saying Fontecchio. Like, you've been on that for since what? October, November, something like that. November. So no, you're right. You hit that dead on. And he showed it though. In the second half, he showed up. When he came into the game, he was looking for his shot and he was knocking it down. He's the kind of guy that can score in bunches. He can get just 5-7 points in a minute and a half. So yeah, that needs to be his role for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Let me see what you guys say. Sasser out of position. Right. He's not a point guard. That's what King always says. To his credit, he always says this.
Always.
He says he's not a point guard. I think we would always say too, if Sasser was 6'5", there's no way we'd be saying he's a point guard.
Point guard. We wouldn't even be trying him at point guard.
We wouldn't be trying him. It's just because he's not the biggest point guard. He's 5'11", maybe 6 feet even, 6'1", something.
Yeah.
So he gets pigeonholed there, but that's not fair to him. So if you're gonna have him in the game, allow him to do what he does best. That's what I'm saying, and I think you feel the same way. Yeah. Splasher, I like that. Marcus Splasher, I like that.
That's what it should be.
I like that.
I like Splasher. All of these little nicknames, man. Marcus Splasher. I heard. What was it? What was it? Somebody called Malik Threesley. That was
Threesley.
Dope.
Yeah, that's a dope one too. That's a dope one too. Yeah, for sure. Somebody said call. Yeah. Oh, that's Marvin. Should have known. Yeah, so definitely think we got to get a backup point, bro. We definitely have to do that because I don't want Cade playing deep into the first quarter with 2 minutes left, and he's finally leaving the game. Like, no. He doesn't need to be. His usage doesn't need to be that high, in my opinion. It doesn't need to be there. So having somebody come in to give him a blow when needed, give him a break when needed, is going to be important. Just manage the game while he's not in the game until Jaden can come back. Jordan Clarkson is what Cade. Nah, I don't like Jordan. Nah, after what just happened, bro. Nah, I don't even want him on this.
He's psychotic, bro. We don't need him.
Man, Ron Holler mess around. Whoop his tail.
Keep his woman beating behind where he at, bro.
Man, yeah, I ain't gonna even get into that part of it. But yeah, I'm good on Clarkson. I'm good on him. I don't think he would help at all with off the floor stuff like locker room chemistry. I don't think anything will come positive from that situation. I just don't. Not at all. I'm good. Let's talk about a couple guys that we both have been talking about. We wanted to see this season. A little bit, one got more than the other, but Bobby Clement and Danius Jenkins. So we've seen a whopping 2 minutes of Bobby Clement so far this year in the NBA. We've seen him in the G League, but not in the NBA yet. And I'll let you go first. I have my thoughts about him and as far as what I would like to see, but I'll let you go first. When it comes to Bobby Clement, what do you want to see, if anything?
I want to see him get the ball. For that little short period of time he was in, he didn't even get the ball, bro.
Yep.
He was standing in the corner open, didn't get the ball. I would like to see him get the ball first and foremost.
Yep.
But in the spurt that he's out there, effort, showing, the playmaking ability, making great passes.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a traditional big, but go after some rebounds. Do some of the uncharacteristic things that people are not used to seeing from you.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some of the things that can get you on the court as a rookie too. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Everything else is natural for him.
Yep. I agree. Yeah, I would like to see him get some backup minutes, off the bench for sure. I like Fontecchio as a player, but I wouldn't mind if you gave Bobby more time and Fontecchio less time because, no, just being honest, I feel like
You don't want to see Manu Fontecchio?
You said I want to see Manu Fontecchio? Yeah, with Fontecchio, bro, I feel like he could be a really good player for this team if he just played a certain way.
Shoot the ball.
Just shoot the ball. Yeah, I feel like a lot of time he tries to put, like, to your credit with Manu Fontecchio, is what you always say. He tries to be a playmaker. And I think we have enough guys in the game with him who can do that. Right. Because more times than not, when he tries to do that, it ends up in a bad shot or ends up in a turnover. And if the shot's not there, just move it and move yourself and let it come back to you if it's supposed to. You know, cut. Move the ball and cut. Move. Just so that's my thing with him. Because I think when he's in the game, he hurts us a lot. We either don't get a shot, we turn it over, which leads to a transition bucket. It's just, you know. So
I don't think I've seen nobody miss more layups than him.
I mean, yeah, when you're trying to go Euro with the left hand every time, me either. So yeah, that's my only thing with him. If the shot ain't there, bro, just move the ball, move yourself, and let it come back to you. It'll come back to you. It will. Ron Holland is Hamidou 2.0. He's better than Hamidou, bro. He's better already.
Okay, you lost me there.
No, bro, he's better. He's better. Yes, he does. Yes, he is. He's a much better defender already.
You think so?
Yes, I do.
What makes you think that?
Hamidou is maybe just as athletic, but I'm talking as far as I'm not just talking athleticism and as far as in measurables. I mean, actually being able to play positional defense and recovery defense. He, to me, is better. That's just me. That's just, I think it's a conversation, but I think think about it, bro. Like, impactful, consistently, Diallo wasn't even really getting. Look, on a worse team, Diallo wasn't getting the consistent minutes like this. But he wasn't a rookie when we got him.
Listen, that was a disaster.
Too.
Ivy wasn't getting consistent minutes on previous teams. You see what I'm saying?
That's a one-off, though, bro.
I'm just saying, situation is everything.
I understand
when Hammy did get those minutes, when he was playing like those 28 minutes, 30 minutes a game, bro, he had like 25, 28 points.
That was like one game, though. That was like one game when a bunch of guys there was a bunch of guys who wasn't playing. He was the number 2 that night. I remember. Okay, look, I won't say it was. I remember one game specifically where that happened. I won't say all of them because I can't remember that far back with every game. But one game he was featured, and not long after that he got traded, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's not a coincidence to me. I'm not saying. Look, I loved him on this team, but impact, being able to get consistent buckets in transition, be off of your own offense, like being able to. A lot of his points were facilitated, bro. He wasn't just getting buckets on his own, and he wasn't consistently turning guys over the way Ron does. Ron is turning guys over. He's creating his own offense from his defense. Like, we didn't see how to do that. He was catching oops, he was catching backdoor. It was different things, but he wasn't. To me, the impact was just different, bro. It's just different. That's just me, though. I don't think you're wrong either way. That's just me. I just feel like Ron really has the potential to, as a rookie, bro. Like, he's doing this as a rookie. Think about if we had Hami as a rookie, would he be doing this? You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's just kind of my thing. I think Ron is just a little bit more advanced as far as his learning curve, and I think he's just more of an impactful player. He's bigger, he's taller, he's longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that. Yeah, if I could pick one of those two guys, I'm taking Ron 10 times out of 10, and I love Hami. I talked about him in my song Destination Restoration. I mess with him, but Ron Holland to me is just better.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just saying. That's just me. That's just me. But you know, I see it's a mixed bag both ways. You know, I've seen some Hami. I'm seeing some. Yeah, Hamidou Diallo. That's what we're talking about.
So I keep seeing Ron Holland contributes more to winning. Listen, Hamidou Diallo did not play with the Cade that we have right now.
That's a very good point.
Quit looking at situation and saying that this player that's not how it works, bro. He was in a hell over here. Hami was in hell over here, bro. This team was terrible at that point. Ron is in a better situation right now. He's in a much better situation. So I'm talking about as a player. From what I've seen Hami before Detroit.
Yeah, with the Thunder.
Ron still got some playing to do before I can say he's better than Hami.
I can't, man. I can't do it because the same way you could say that was a bad situation, I could go the other way and say he just started playing basketball in the NBA right away and is already impacting basketball.
He's impacting a little bit to our Pistons game.
No, he pretty much won one of those games before.
How many minutes?
Listen, think about this. Hold on, just think about this. He actually won a game. He should have won. Ryan should have won a game for us on a steal once again.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, and that don't work.
But what I'm saying is the impact is there. It shows he has the ability to be able to do that for you in the future. That's what I'm saying.
I don't operate with the potentials and the ceilings and everything else. You have to do it for me. I've seen how he do it.
But Ron's doing it. He's doing it. Like what more could Ron do to impress you than what he's already done? Like the way
give me a 20-point game. Play more than 15 minutes.
So offense then.
Yeah. Not even just offense. Play more. We talking about somebody who get in the game for like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, he gonna make some efforts. It ain't the first time we seen a rookie do something like that. A star did the same shit.
He did. And would you not rather have a star than Hamidou Diallo?
Why would I? That's
right. You want a star over Hamid, right?
That's two different positions.
They both wings. They both wings.
No, that's a small forward. That's a shooting guard.
So let me ask you this on a separate note. What do you think Ron is? You think he's a long-term 2? You think he's a long-term 3? Because he can play like 2 through 4, it seems like, if you really needed him to.
2. He's a 2, and that's it.
2 guard. Okay.
Yeah. Against a true 3 in this league, you know, that's at the right size, it's gonna be tough for him.
Ron is 6'8", I think.
Yeah, he can be a pester to some guys, though. But he's a 2 to me. To me, he's a 2.
If he's a 2,
and he ain't 6'8", that's fabricated. He ain't bigger than Cade, bro.
I was asking, is he 6'8", 6'7"? Because they look about the same height.
To me, he looked like about 6'5", 6'6".
6'6". Okay. If that's the case, then I'm definitely with it. Holland or Mathurin, man, give me Holland, bro. I'm sorry, all day long, and that's y'all could call it bias or whatever. I'm taking Ron Holland every day of the week. Why?
I ain't gonna say that because people gonna think I'm hating on Holland, bro.
You like Mathurin more?
I've seen Mathurin do more. Why would I not say Mathurin?
I've seen Mathurin do more offensively. I don't, bro.
Every time we play Indiana, Mathurin is the one that's defending.
Just because he defended them, he's stopping nobody. When have you seen him shut down Jaden? He ain't shut down Jaden.
When have you seen anybody shut down Jaden?
That's true. That's true. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just too high on Ron. No, take that back. Maybe y'all think I'm too high on Ron. I just think he can be. You know how? Remember Jimmy Butler? Remember how he first came into the league with the Bulls? He was a defensive stopper, and then all of a sudden, you're like, "This is a different. Where does offense come from?" That's what I see with Ryan, bro. That's my ceiling for him. Is that kind of guy with more athleticism, who's you know what I'm saying? So like that's maybe because that's what I have my eye on. That's why I'm saying that, because I don't think the other guys we mentioned, Mathurin or whoever else, has that type of ceiling. I just don't. And maybe I'm wrong, but that's kind of my ceiling for Ron. I think he can get there, but we'll see.
All right.
We'll see. Let's see. So we talked about Bobby, right? Let's talk about Danis Jenkins. I know you are not really high on Danis Jenkins. It seemed like you're just not impressed with Danis Jenkins. I actually am. I think the Pistons, we talked about that backup point guard spot. I think they should give him a shot, personally. I just like the way he plays. He plays he's very steady. He doesn't turn the ball over. He straps up on defense, and he's a crazy athlete. I think during when we went to the practice earlier this season, before the season started, he was in the dunk contest trying to do windmills and all this crazy stuff. He's like 6'2", 6'2", 6'1". So I just love what he could bring. But maybe give him well, y'all not feeling. Shout out to the fireplace in the background. Hey, this is what we do, man. This is what we do every time. Let me see what y'all say. Too fanned out. Hey, okay, we'll see. Hey, listen, we'll see. Joe, I mess with you, bro. We'll see. We'll see what happens, as he continues to progress. But I'm keeping receipts, and y'all can keep mine. I want to see what happens with him for sure. I really think he has a really, man. Okay, all right.
I don't really think it's a disagreement. I'm just saying I don't think he's better right now
than what Hami was.
Than Hami was, but as he progresses down the line, I do believe he will become a better player.
Yeah. Okay. Got you. I want to get to this real quick too. Also, we need a 7-footer, even Mike Muscala. So let's talk about that 7-footer, that center position for a minute. Where is Paul Reed? It seemed like for a period of time he was getting minutes, even when the guys were healthy. And I'm not saying we should take minutes away from him. I'm just trying to figure out.
Take Fontecchio off the court
and play him with Stu.
Please. Yes.
Okay.
It's more uniform. It makes more sense, bro.
I agree, bro.
Fontecchio is hurting us more than he's helping us right now. Make him earn it. Motivate him. Put him on the bench. Let Reed play. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
We talking about the Milwaukee Bucks, right? Every time we play them, the same thing happens. What happens? We get oversized every single time, bro.
Yeah.
We need bigs out there on the court to play together at times, at certain times against certain teams.
I agree with that. Joe Pesci. So look, check it out. I like Wendell Moore, solid player. He had no business starting though. he had no business starting, and I was like, bro, why? What do we? I think because he started. Over was it Tim? And I'm like, whoa. I understand what they were trying to. They were trying to see how a glue guy would fit with the rest of those guys, and it really just didn't work. He didn't give as much, and that was the only game he started. I think he didn't score. I think he didn't really do anything as far as stats and stuff. He plays solid defense. He plays good defense, but he didn't really give as much as anything else.
Oh no, not that. I can't believe y'all going at Techio because we've had some previous streams where some of y'all was in the comments talking about Fontecchio should start.
Yeah.
Before we got off to this start we at now.
Yeah,
y'all
that's true.
That this man should start. And I was like, I don't know what the hell y'all looking at.
That's true. Starter. Yeah. Nah. Even, and I think I will say this. I do think that what he showed to us last year, at the end of last year, had a lot of people really excited about what his ceiling could be. But I think I don't think we really saw that progression this season as far as him getting to the next level. And I think that's why a lot of fans are disappointed because the bar was kind of set high when he got here. And now it's like he's not even really maintaining that really. He's kind of regressing a little bit. I don't know if he's not comfortable or if I don't know.
He played in I mean, last year was an infinite garbage time game for us. That's what we saw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just it ain't working this year, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of him just fitting into his role right now, instead of him just going out there shooting shots to save his dear life, that's the difference that you see. We just need him to hit timely threes in the corner. Be Stojakovic, bro.
Yes.
That's what we need you to be.
Somebody said that's right, exactly. That's a great example. Somebody said Fontecchio or Jerebko. Who would you take between Jonas Jerebko and Fontecchio?
And it was a moment where Jonas was balling.
That's actually a good one.
Yeah,
At their peak.
It was a moment where Jonas was balling. Even when he had left and went to Boston for a minute, he was balling.
He was still balling for a minute. He was. Yeah, I think at their Fontecchio's a better shooter.
He's a better shooter, flat out.
But I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a great question.
Jonas will go after the rebound and he'll fight you. So
he was tough.
Take Jonas.
Exactly. Oh man, that was funny. So yeah, man, I do think. Oh, one more question. And y'all trying to make me upset with this? No.
I'm not even entertaining that right now.
No, I will, and I won't even get mad. It's just like, here's why. We talked about it earlier. He look at the difference when he's not here compared to when he is here, and look at how discombobulated and out of sync the offense looks when Cade goes to the bench. Those leads we have in the first quarter that disappear, and now it's timeout because it's 49-49 because they went on the 7-0 run in 2 minutes. As soon as Cade sat down, that's why. You have no point guard now to run the offense when Cade goes to the bench. And that's why you're seeing these leads we have built because we've done a so much better job of that, of just getting out front and hitting first. We've done so much better with that. But now that Jaden's gone, that is negated because we can't sustain that when Cade goes to the bench. That is why. And that is 100% why Jaden Ivey is so important. Just watch. Going forward. Watch when we play Indiana tomorrow. Pay attention to how it looks very stagnated and the offense just looks out of sync because there is no point guard who can run the offense in the game. Hopefully Sasser can get there. He's trying to get there. You can even see him, with Jared Jack on the bench, learning. But as of right now, it's not enough for us to sustain those leads. So just watch for that in the coming games. I think that'll tell you everything you need to know. Just saying. Just saying. Anything else you want to get to, bro, before we get out of here?
No, I think we pretty much hit on everything. I do want to say this though. Little Caesars Arena.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get to a game, get to a game.
Yeah.
It's a party every time now. Every time I'm watching TV, I'm seeing everybody at Pistons game. People that don't even got no business being there is at Pistons game.
Right. Yeah.
Get to the arena, bro. While the tickets are still cheap.
Yeah.
Get to the arena.
Get your Pistons stock in now.
Yes. The more fans we get in the arena, the more winning streaks we gonna go on. I'm telling you, man.
Yep.
Get to the arena.
Yep. And for all those who were saying last year before, trade Isaiah Stewart around this time.
Oh yeah.
A lot of tunes is changing key, bro. A lot of tunes is changing key. Every instrument it's happening with. So many people now, man. We ever trade Stu, I'll lose. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been saying forever. You don't trade guys like that. He is so much more valuable here than anywhere else because of what he means to the city and to this team. The toughness, the edge, the heart, all of it. That is him. He is meant to play here. So, no. And that's just and you see the impact on the court when he comes to the game every single time. Every single time. One more thing with that. Against the Knicks, JD is getting better, by the way. He's improving. Hope you guys see that. But that's a tough matchup for him. Cat is a tough because he's so quick. His foot speed. It's tough for most people, for most big guys. Stu, not so much. He's one of the quickest of foot in the NBA as far as big men. So we saw it against Brunson. So those kind of guys you don't trade. Comes to the game, first play, off the bench, goes like this after he blocks catch shot. Like he's confident in his, you know what I'm saying? He's confident in his ability to shut guys down. So those kind of guys, he's a Udonis Haslam kind of guy. He may be a lifer. I hope he is a lifer because he fits.
He's what he was drafted to be.
Yeah.
That's what he was drafted to be. You worked hard doing a lot of box jumps and everything last season to work on his jumping.
Yep.
And timing. And you're seeing him block shot after shot after shot.
Yeah.
You're seeing why we drafted him. When Troy Weaver said, I'm drafting the Pistons, that's what he meant. Because you look at the type of player Cade is. Cade will give you 30 one night. He might give you 22 one night. But he's going to give you some assists. He's going to rebound. He's going to put guards in the post.
Exactly.
Chauncey used to do all those same things.
I know. Doesn't he look like a bigger Chauncey, bro?
Yes.
Just with a deeper bag.
Yes, with a bigger bag, bro.
With a bigger bag. That's really it. Chauncey used to do the same exact thing, bro. The confidence I used to have in Chauncey's shot when he would release the ball from three, or in the mid post, wherever, it looked like it was going in every time.
The offense went to whose flow and whose speed? Chauncey. Same thing with Cade.
Floor general, bro. Not the most athletic, but effective, strong, smart, composed, clutch, all those things.
And Stu has been your little miniature Ben Wallace off the bench.
Right, little mini Ben.
You know what I'm saying? Because he been blocking some shots, man. He give it everything out there. Out there anytime somebody out there with knee pads on, it's trouble. They out there with double knee pads on, bro. He's with the shits out there.
I want to give credit to his film study because think about it, bro. If you're not big, at least if you have bunnies, you can make up for it, right? Or like how many 6'8" guys who are not the most athletic be this good defensively? You know what I'm saying? Like most, guys who are defensive player of the year, they're strong, they're big, and they're athletic.
Yep.
Stu is undersized, and he's not the most athletic, and he's still this effective. That just shows me how much he puts in to his craft. He's studying time, like you mentioned, timing. He's studying all these things.
Don't get enough credit to be able to move his feet and guards either.
Man, you ain't lying, bro.
One aspect that people don't pay attention to, him being able to step out on the perimeter and guard people.
Yeah, you saw Cade clapping at him in one game, shut that play down. We saw what he did to Brunson, forced him into air ball, and got in his face and was staring him down and talking smack to him, holding his jersey up, talking about Detroit. I love it. I love it, man. Somebody said, let's get the K MVP chance going. Yeah, everybody go vote still. There's still time. The last ballots are not over, I think, until next week, early next week. So it's still time to vote. Go get your votes in now. Let's make sure K gets to his All-Star game. Even if he doesn't get there as a starter, let's make the votes look respectable, man. 7th place. Nah, this media is going to help with that, right? But let's do our part too. Let's vote as much as we can and show our star, that we really view him that way. So with that, we're going to get out of here. We appreciate you guys showing up and showing out, man, as you guys always do. And we'll be back next week or maybe in a couple of days. Well, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, King, anything else, bro?
No, we good.
Let's get it out of here. We will talk to y'all soon. And as always, Detroit versus everybody. Peace.